interlace your fingers, grab your knee, bring it up, hug it in, shoulders away from the ears. And right here, we're gonna do those ankle circles. It'll be like a good timing. Straighten out that left leg. Make sure you really feel your left glute in there. Switch directions. Back, give it a good hug. Wake up those hips, hamstrings, and quads. You go, grab that same foot, bring it behind you. Now you're gonna open up your chest, open up your hip flexors, thrust your hips forward and put your knees together. So you have a little bit more of a quad stretch, hip flexor stretch, but also chest stretch. Walk your hand around your foot and open up the chest. Bring your left arm up and then bring it over to the side. Look to it and then look away from it. I know I'm working on your balance, but just open that up. Start now. Think of lengthening the neck and the ear on the left side. Good. Put it down. Second side, interlace your fingers. Give it a good hug. Straighten out that right leg. Give it a good hug with your biceps. Still kind of moving your muscles away from your bones, creating some more synovial fluid so your body can move efficiently, effortlessly. Imagine you didn't have to fix anything today in your body. You felt great all day. You could put your knees together, straighten out that right leg, zip your abs, and open up the chest. Think of lengthening that neck again. Right chin to the right shoulder, and then grab around, walk it around, bring the arm up, lengthen your hip flexor on your right side, round your heel on your right side. And then what I'm gonna have you do is bring that arm out to the side and look away from it. Spot, look at something on the floor. Think of like really being able to see your focus there so that you can feel stable in your right leg. Good. Here we go. Nice. And then drop that down. Actually, just hip swing. So balance on that left, swing on this side, back and forth. You'll notice my arms are having to go one direction, opposite direction of the leg. Together, away, together, away. So I'm engaging my core, working on my balance, swinging those legs up. Just to open the hips, I'll have you open the hamstrings in a little bit. 10, switch. All right, now we're gonna do hamstring stretch and hip flexor work. So it's just grounding that left foot, bringing that right leg behind you, and then bringing it up to your toe. Just don't arch your back. The rest, use your core. We're just gonna do 10. Feel that hamstring. Open up, bring that foot towards your hand. Wake it up. I don't care if you have to if it's low or if it's super high. Some people are really flexible, so they need to work on the stability. You know who you are. You know who you are. There. Okay, switch legs. Feel that hamstring open up, really engaging your core so you're not arching your back. And 10. All right. Now here's the toe touches. So you're just going to step forward. I don't care if you even modify with a block or something that'll bring the floor closer to you. So if you step forward with your left, touch the floor with your right. Keep that back straight or neutral. Don't arch your back and don't leave the foot down here because there's no balance weight. So back up. You can either bring the arm up or just bring it to the side. I don't mind. Just step out, touch, stretch out. the hamstring, work the glute on the right side. And we'll just do 10 on one side. You can even just kind of come back, hold on to something. If your balance it needs work, it's okay. Hold on to it because you get a chance to open up those hamstrings, the hip flexors, work on your stability. This is great. Touch the toe, back. Make sure you feel your weight on your left heel, not on your toes. Notice my hips coming back behind me. I'm not forward up here. I'm gonna lose my balance right there. I'm gonna be back here. And you can, hold on to something, chair, wall, whatever, just tighten up that left glute, kick the right one out, stretch out the hamstring and work on your balance. Good? And then switch sides. Right side, step out, touch the block, touch maybe even the side block, and eventually you won't need any block. Right now it's just for help, support, and keep you nice and stable as you're stretching out that hamstring, you're engaging your glute on both sides because you got to get a good stretch on that right hamstring. Good, kicking it back. So I'd rather have you use a block or a bench or a pot, whatever you have to bring the floor closer to you and to round, right? I want you to have that chest nice and big until your flexibility can get there, until your balance can get there. Give your body a chance to catch up with your monkey brain sometimes, right? So we have to slow our thinking down and be mindful about our body. Good. There we go. See, it helps. All right, now more stability. We're going to bring that right foot over your left knee and we're going to open up. So lean or sit back on something. I showed you how to sit back on your bench here. If you need more of a stretch, sit. If you need to work on your balance and you want to do both, stand. But breathe into it. Pop your chest out. Make sure your weight is on your heel. You're just kind of feeling grounded. You're feeling supported by your body. It does a lot for us. Give life, babies, births, ideas. There you go. For mamas, you know what I mean. All right. And then you're going to bring that foot behind you with the opposite hand. So that right heel is going to go back and you're going to grab that with the opposite hand. So left hand on right foot. Open it up, slightly kind of rotating the hip open. And then arm goes up. And breathe. There you go. And then switch. Second side. Left heel to right. Sit down if you need to. Open it up, stretch it out. Shift the weight to your heel on the right side. You have to be here. You have to spot something on the floor or something else hanging on to something. Grab your ankle and really open up that left hip. Open up that adductor. And bring your torso closer to your thigh, wherever you're at. Good. Go. Put the balance together with that torso. So we're going to step forward with our left in hands behind your neck. Kick that right leg up and come back up and step back. So we're working on lengthening that torso, keeping your hips square. We're just going to do 5 on each side. 3. 4. Kick that back leg up, but keep the hips square. And 5. See? All right, we're going to do your right now. And notice if one side is more challenging than the other. It's your ankle. Just support, just, I don't want you to go down any further. If you feel like you lose it right about here, then that's where you stay. If you feel like you can do a little bit more, then dig in there, balance, challenge yourself. But there's a difference between like just keeping it, engaging and working on the stability, or losing it and just never really getting your balance or feeling grounded. I don't want you to do that. I want you to feel like you can do this all the ways, working that glute on the right side, keeping the hips square. There we go. This with you with bird dog, but I'm gonna have you do it on your elbows. So it's just making sure that you're not leaning into that left hip. You're using your torso. So if you have to, just expand or extend your left arm out to the side and just put your fingertips down. So you're working more your core. Neutral with your spine, abs are going to be engaged. You're going to kick that right leg out, lengthen it. You're going to imagine your heel going towards that back wall. You're working your balance, but you're really threading the muscles around the base of your core. So no dipping, keep that neutral in there, and then bring your knee down, touch it, and then extend the leg out. Really being strong in that right shoulder. Touch. You can see me kind of shaking just to keep my balance around my spine. So I'm not hiking my hip or dipping my back. I'm really just lengthening my hip flexors and engaging my glutes. And keeping my hips square. This is easier to do when you're on your knees. I want you to think about doing that when you're on your feet. It's just using your core. Put your left hand on your belly. Feel that working for you in your sacral area. It's not pushing out, it's pulling in. Engaging your glutes. Pushing the right elbow into the floor so you're not sagging in that shoulder. 10, switch hands. Put the left elbow down. Extend the right hand to the side if you have to. Don't hinge on that right hip. Kick that left heel out. Okay. Neutral with your spine. Bring the knee in, touch it, and then extend that leg without arching your back. Engage the glute and lengthen your hip flexor. Neutral with your neck. Shake your head yes and no to make sure you don't have any tension there. And drive the left elbow into the floor. Okay, good. 6, staying in the middle. Put your hand on your sacral area again to make sure you're not arching your back. Go. And 10. Nice. This is going to bring the arms up, down, and then re-switch. So nothing moves with your hips. It's all in your upper body. So shoulder blades are down your ribs. So think of positioning your shoulders away from your ears, neutral with the spine, and we're just going to go up. Just bring your arms up. It's stretching out your shoulder, but not using your neck. So push those fingertips into the floor, create the space between your shoulder and your ear, neutral with your neck. Back. Good. And we're going to do the full bird dog now. So just check in with your hips, open those up, and then we're going to go right leg and left hand. Go up, down, they touch, come right back out. We're waking up the back of your body. We're so used to using the front because we can see it and we use our toes a lot. Now we're getting you to engage more of the glute, which takes a lot of strength because it's your largest body part that we have. So it just needs to start taking that responsibility of engaging as we do any movement patterns today, walking, sitting, standing, stretching. Good, and switch. So put the left hand down, pick up the right hand, left leg neutral with your abs, shoulders away from your ears, and then together. Full bird dog, kick that up. Lengthen, open up that shoulder, open up your, or engage your glutes. Don't arch your back. Go, fingertips are engaged, so you're not cranking down on your wrists. And just lengthening, waking up the back of our body. And good work, good work.